everyone. Welcome to the closing ceremony of the 2021 EGO Congress. We'd like to thank everyone for participating and everything else that they've done this week. We'll get to all of our thank yous in a moment, but I also want to introduce our Congress Director, Steve Colburn, and our Executive Producer, Stephen Hu.
Some welcome to the closing ceremonies. Thank you all for playing throughout the week. It's been very exciting to watch all of you play hundreds and hundreds of games each day. Some a little more than others. The exciting Twitch broadcasts at night. So I put together a few numbers that we worked out throughout the week. All of you will be included in this because we had 540 attendees, 396 EGO Open players, 370 Q players, 192 of you are on Discord, 156 Don players, 152 Blitz players, so many games, 144 youth players, 123 9x9s, 88 female players, a ton of Parago partners, 76 double-digit Q players, 65 Sumego participants, 48 Parago pairs, 34 countries. Not quite as much as last year, but this is 3 times the normal amount of people each in-person Congress. 19 tournament directors, 13 beginners teachers, 12 amazing Twitch broadcasts, thank you, Stephen, 4 Myeongji University teachers, and of course, 1 fantastic week of Go.
Thank you, Steve. Those numbers are amazing.
All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about broadcasting. Hello, by the way. My Go tie is back, so I've spoken and I've heard you, so I've actually changed to a different time. Anyway, some stats on broadcasting. This week has been very busy for all of us. As you know, it's an online Congress, so broadcasts do matter. And in fact, this is how you get to watch your lectures and your game commentaries. So it's very important what we do over here. Overall, we have 32 hours of programming. And that is more than 1 day if you want to watch all these from start to finish. And we have 3.1 thousand unique viewers, 137 new followers. It's not quite as much as last year, but you know, it's solid. And I think we have a lot of decent following, certainly a lot of nice interaction in the Twitch chat. And there's one number I cannot count. That is, of course, the times people have told me to go to bed.
Because of course, you're not based in our time zone.
That's right. I actually operate this Congress from 12 hours away. Well, if you compare with the West Coast, that would be 15 hours. And so if I had $1 for every time people said that to me, I would be able to afford plane ticket to Estes Park next year. So thank you very much for keeping me in your prayers.
Okay. Well, next we want to thank everyone. So I realized I didn't introduce myself. I'm Lisa Scott. I am chair of the board of the American Go Association. I'm the Congress coordinator. So if you're interested in learning more about Congresses in general, I'm the person to talk to. You can reach out to me at lisa.scott@usgo.org. Happy to answer as many questions as possible. I really want to thank Steve and Stephen. I can't tell you how much work both of them have put into making this event happen. It's been 6 months of work, particularly from Steve. He took what we did last year and really made it something that could be done again and again into a program that works. And I can't thank you enough for doing that, Steve. It's amazing. And Stephen, you took your insane broadcast schedule from last year, cut out a few of the things, but actually just made it better. And I'm going to let you guys thank all of the tournament directors, broadcast team, everyone else who made this possible. But know that both of you have done an amazing job and really made it possible for everyone else to enjoy this. Thank you.
Yeah,
and I forgot, before we move on to the broadcast team, we have one hidden person who I wanted to thank, and that's Emil Ming, our registrar. He did this last year, he did this year, and he is going to be amazing for our in-person Congress next year when he is also registrar. I'm not sure anyone has ever done it 3 years in a row, so props to him.
Yeah, there you go. I want to thank Emil as well. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, and what I've learned from these last 7 years of volunteering at the AGA is some of the most powerful work being done is oftentimes invisible. You don't really get to see it, and of course, when it goes well, you take it for granted. But really, there's a lot of people who work very hard behind the scenes to make that happen. So I want to thank Emil as well. Of course, Steve for putting on an amazing preparation in the last few months. On my end, I just want to thank the pros and broadcast team in all seriousness. I know I joke a lot, but this is very sincere, coming from my heart. This year, we've been able to put together a really amazing top level and very diverse broadcast schedule. We've had lots of commentators and hosts and line producers. So I honestly can't be happier with what we have, and the list goes on and on. Of course, we'll have a long list of people to thank in the credits section. But first of all, just in the broadcast team, two people I want to thank very dearly, and they are actually in a Zoom call right now. Eva D. Beach and Jared Meadows. They have been running the show from behind the scenes all week, and maybe you don't really get to see their faces, but they're the ones who make it happen. I don't think I will be able to put together this kind of schedule without their commitment, and a lot of hard work that we do every evening. So even though you cannot thank them in person this year, I hope that you will drop them a message at some point. So props to these two people for making it happen. And then for the pros, we're very excited to welcome a fantastic team of professional players, of course, and top amateur players for the broadcasts. Just right about the bat, I want to thank Myung-Won Kim, 9-dan professional, Blackie, Kim Sung-jin, 9-dan professional, Michael Redmond, 9-dan professional, Yun Young Kim, 8-dan professional. I'm just improvising from my head. I want to thank our North American Go Federation pros, Ryan Lee, 3-dan professional, Eric Lee, 2-dan professional, Calvin Song, 1-dan professional. And I want to thank In-Sung Huang, a longtime friend of ours. He is 8-dan from France. He's put together 2 amazing lectures this year for us. And I want to thank all the other hosts for making it happen, as well as our Twitch moderators, Discord moderators for running the show from behind the scenes. So it really is a large operation we have. And I just have so many people to be grateful for in order for this to happen. So I hope that you have enjoyed what we've put together this year, and hopefully we can continue this nice tradition 2022.
Stephen and Lisa are absolutely correct. This could not be this Congress, these events could not happen without a large team of people, from professionals to volunteers to everybody in between. So there's a number of people that I'd love to thank because honestly, I just asked them to come and help, and they showed up and they hit it out of the park. So we have a ton of tournament directors for the Ego Open: Dan Ritter, Milan Mladenovic, Devin Fraze, Siroko Hamada. For the 9x9, Eric Wainwright, Emil Meng, Solomon Smilak, and Devin Fraze. If you've been on OGS the last week, Siroko Hamada was the one helping everybody to kind of coordinate with the TDs, and that's been a super help. For the Blitz tournament, Jan Bowling, Catherine G, with Jan's new program. So I hope that helped all of our players this year start their games very quickly and easily. Our double-digit Q directors, Kevin Chow and Yishin Zhao, Pergo, Lionel Zhang, and Andrew Zhang. Those guys they all made it really easy to put on tournaments. So I hope you guys enjoyed them, and give them a big thank you if you see them around the area. We had a ton of teachers throughout the week, as Stephen said. In-Sung Huang did a couple of lectures throughout the week. We know you guys love him. We'll make sure to get him back on the channel when we can. David Kahn and Julie Baral put on a fantastic teaching program. They've been working on this for a solid couple months. They were helped on Tuesday night by Kat Mai, Milan Mladenovic, Neil Ritter, Satya Singh, Ragnar Markson, Gary Watson, Louis Palacios, Brian Kirby, Felipe Herman van Riemsdyk, Alan Smolinski, and Charles Hamak. I hope you get a lot of new members from those teaching events as we open back up in-person play in the near future.
We also have a handful of professionals to thank who aren't necessarily just the ones that Stephen already thanked. We have some who will be offering prizes. So in addition to the people who broadcast and were in City League, these include Feng Yun 9P, Ngju Zhang 7P, Yulin Yang 7P, and Calvin Sun 1P.
Thank you, Lisa. We had a few events throughout the week that were not really Go related, but they're historic Congress events, and we had a couple new ones as well. You may have entered the Bob High Memorial Song and Poetry Competition, and if you stayed for the end of the Twitch broadcasts, there was a good number of you I saw at the end of those. You would have seen Terry Benson, Wanda Metcalf, and Roy Laird singing Silly Go songs from the Bob High Library. Those were a great thing to end those broadcasts with. Those three, as well as Chris Kirchner, were the judges for the Song and Poetry Contest this year, and we'll see the winner later on in this broadcast. We had a new event this year, Picture a Go Player, and Samantha Feedy was the organizer and head judge for that. And we'll have the winners of that also later in the broadcast. Same with the AGF auction. Normally at the end of the week, we have our top professionals from the US Open or the US Masters tournament. They sign the board, and we get a couple other professionals, and we auction that off in the banquet. This year, Solomon Smilak and Terry Benson took a little bit of turn with that, and our charity auction site, which has a few more hours to go, can be found on gocongress.org. I hope they can hit their numbers by the end of the day, and maybe by General Assembly. But let's just a little push to go. If you've been on Twitch or Discord or OGS, there's a number of people who've been helping out behind the scenes because they're Go players and they want to help. These are their usernames, which you may recognize more easily. So we have eJournal, Polar Bear, Sirocco, XHU98. Hey, I know that guy. Lion Guy Sai, and Goshi. And we couldn't do this without, I mean, thank you for attending, but we couldn't do this as well without some of our broadcast sponsors. This year we're sponsored by AI Sensei, Bojuan's Internet Go School, the New York Institute of Go, and the Yungseng Dojang. We also have prizes this year from multiple North American professionals, which you've seen throughout the week. AI Sensei, Bojuan's Internet Go School, Awesome Baduk, and Go Magic. And you've been on this week, you've been playing on OGS, KGS, and PandaNet, our wonderful Go servers, which bring us all together in these times where we can't play in person. Thank you. Stephen has helped a ton with our AGA Twitch, and you'll see the videos later on AGA YouTube. Those they help us bring, you know, when you guys want to study and you want to learn from professionals and get some good game reviews, the best way for us to broadcast to you. We've been using Zoom all week for many of our different events. And Baduk.club has helped us with some tournament management software throughout the week for a couple of our tournaments. And last, I'd love to thank the AGA and AGF for for sponsoring this whole Go Congress event. They really provide the resources that we need to best put this on and give us some organizational hands when we need it. And once again, Stephen and Lisa, couldn't do this without you. Anytime I need an extra set of hands, these were not enough, and you guys you guys took up the other heavy loads. So thank you very much. And again, thank you all for joining us this week for the US Go Congress.
Thank you so much, Steve. And I think that now we have a video. Next year, we will be in person, crossing my fingers. And we have a wonderful intro video to tell you a little bit more about the 2022 US Go Congress in Estes Park from those organizers who are putting it on for us.
Welcome to a preview of the upcoming Go Congress in 2022, which we are really intending to make happen this year. We're the co-directors for the Congress. I'm Paul Barchilon, and this is Eric Wainwright and Howard Landman. I'll give them a chance to each say hello. Eric?
Yeah, hi everyone. Colorado has hosted the Go Congress every 10 years since 1990. We had a little bit of a scheduling problem last year, but we hope to resume the great tradition next year. And so I hope you'll join us for a great week of Go in the mountain air. Howard?
And yeah, this will be the highest Go Congress ever, highest altitude. So we're really looking forward to getting you all up into the Colorado Rocky Mountains and being able to take advantage not only of just the views from the Congress site itself, but also many of the scenic opportunities nearby. We're going to have horseback riding and hiking. There will be a brewery tour led by my wife, and lots of things that might not have been available at some other site.
All right, so we have some images from the site, which I thought I would share with people. Go ahead and share my screen here. So here we go. Okay, so we had the logo designed for 2020. 2020 didn't turn out the way anybody expected it to. So we're shooting for 2022. As I say, we fully intend to hold this Congress, conditions permitting. Colorado has been pretty good in terms of the virus curve, and a lot of places here are closing in on 90% vaccinated. So we're optimistic that things are going to be looking good a year from now and that we'll be able to have a Congress, and we really hope you'll join us. So this is some of what Estes Park looks like. It's in Rocky Mountain National Park. We're right on the edge of it, and it's really beautiful, the YMCA camp. Howard and Eric, feel free to chime in. I'm just sharing some of the beautiful images from this location. And you might be thinking, oh, sure, that looks really nice, but I bet where it actually is couldn't possibly be that nice. But actually, this is the Stanley Hotel, which is in Estes Park itself. And Howard, maybe you can talk about some of our activities.
Yeah, well, one of the things that will be available is horseback riding through this area. And I've taken the horseback ride myself to make sure it was nice, and it really is. It's just a gorgeous area. There are I'm not sure exactly which options we'll have available through the Congress, but there are 1, 2, and 4 hour rides available from the stable. So if you don't like our options, you can sign up for one of the other ones. And this will be something we'll see who signs up for what early.
Yeah, as well, we'll be having some trips to the Stanley Hotel during the off day. They have a nice ghost tour there. And there's also a gondola ride up to the top of one of the nearby mountains, Mount Prospect. You get a nice view of the town and all the surrounding areas. And we're also going to have excursions into Rocky Mountain National Park as well.
So all sorts of great outdoor activities, and wildlife will come visit you right in front of your lodging. This is actually at the YMCA camp itself. There's a number of different kinds of accommodation. And the buildings are basically nestled right in with everything. You can see inside, they're very nice. These are some of the public areas that Congress attendees will have access to in the different buildings, places to just hang out, have informal games. This is the outside of one of the buildings. For those of you who are worried about handicap access, there's actually a number of buildings that have excellent pavement everywhere and ramps. So there's actually, it is really very accessible. Lecture rooms, big playing areas. There are dirt trails between some of the different buildings, but then there's also ones that are paved. And all of the primary spaces, I believe, are going to be paved. We'll double check on that. And it's about an hour drive from Boulder. How far is it from the airport? We'll have shuttles for that. Does anybody remember what that was?
It's anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours by shuttle, depending on traffic.
You can see the view from the veranda here. This is actually right above the dining hall, and you can eat both inside and outside. We thought this would be a great area for self-paired games and just for hanging out and having fun. This is inside one of the bedrooms, and there's a really nice little setup, private bed, private bath. Those are the more expensive accommodations. There's also very affordable accommodations. This is a YMCA camp, so it's actually designed for, this room has a queen size bed and then 6 bunks. So it's intended to be, or 5 bunks, I think. So it's intended to be for like a teacher and a team of kids can all be in the same room. You see there's a sink right there, and through that door on the left, there's actually a bathroom that is just shared by the people in this room. So there is, you know, you're not bathing with people down the hall. Even in the cheaper rooms, you've got bathing right there. And you can stay in these as a single, double, triple, family, etc., which makes it a lot more affordable. Okay, and that is the end of my photos there. So I don't know what else we want to tell you about it. We're really excited for it, and we're going to do everything in our power to make it happen. And we suspect that after all this time of playing online, that people are going to be pretty happy to play. And I would like to thank Steve and Lisa and Stephen and everybody who has done the Ego Congresses for the past couple of years. Just a huge amount of work, and we're all very thankful that you guys took the time and energy to put that in and made something really special happen, even though most of us were not able to play in person. But I know we all look forward to playing in person too. So hopefully that's going to happen. Okay.
Yep. Great.
So one thing I want to emphasize, which you mentioned briefly in passing, but the playing area is directly over the cafeteria. So a lot of people complained at the Boston Go Congress that it was a 15-minute walk from the playing area to the cafeteria and then 15 minutes back. So it was kind of long. In this case, you can finish your game, walk down 1 flight of stairs, and go right in to eat. That's how close they are. So that should be really convenient and give people more time to hang around and play and talk and so forth.
So we should all have a lot of fun, we hope. All right. So we will see you guys in Estes Park in 2022.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that preview of next year's Go Congress. It should be exciting to be back in person and see all of your lovely faces again. In the meantime, the AGF Ego Congress fundraiser is still going on. There are 3.5 hours left. They've reached 90% of their goal, and this is a huge, huge number. Normally, the board at auction goes for about $1,000 to $2,000. I think we've done a little better than that 1 or 2 years when we had really, really big pros at the Congress. But just in general, their fundraising target is they're almost there. If you would like to either donate directly to the AGF, or they have a great auction catalog where you can not only bid on a fantastic looking Kaya Goban set, bowls, lessons, accessories, learning. There's 5 separate teaching opportunities. I can't even count. I got to go back to Go Congress and learn how to count. Look at these. I mean, look at these Go libraries. They're there you could have an instant library for your club in no time flat. It looks fantastic. So head on over. The charity auction is right at the top of gocongress.org. They'll hit you to this site. Come join and bid on something. I did a little tally, and all their auction catalog is also above $4,000. It's going to be a big year for the AGF, and I hope that they can do great things for American and Youth Go. I think we're ready to start with this stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay. Stephen, you have a couple things to say about what's coming up on the Twitch channel?
Yes, I do. So as you know, this is the closing ceremony, and that means that for this year, it will be our final broadcast for this year's Ego Congress. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye after this stream ends, but of course, there's more to come. We will have way more stuff waiting for you, and it should be a very exciting future that we have. Broadcasting, as you know, it's a very large operation, and every year we do it with a lot of professionals. I've just mentioned there are a lot of commentators who make themselves available to us for these amazing streams. Of course, we also have the hosts, which we recruit every year. And right at the back, I can remember that we did some amazing segments with Keith Arnold, Trudy Burrell, Michael Federa, of course, Lisa, as you know, she's also in the openings roundtable discussion. Satya Singh, also a speaker during the roundtable, and Eric Wainwright, Howard Landman, and Paul Barchilon, as you have just seen. So it's actually a very big operation, and I want to thank everyone up front who has appeared in our production so far. But of course, we're looking forward to do more. So we really encourage you to check out our future broadcasts and videos. For instance, later today, this is not going to be live on Twitch, but we do have a hangout session on Zoom that's going to be organized by our wonderful Judy Burrell. You know, these hangouts, they're well, they're not exactly the same as hanging out in person, of course, but they are something in this under the circumstances. They're probably the best thing we have to offer. So that's from 9 to 11 p.m. EDT. And of course, after Congress, we'll have more variety events from the Twitch Go community. My plan is to open up the channel to more trusted folks who can be confident to run their own diverse events. So we're really looking forward to expand our stream calendar in the future. We want to make this a year-round thing, not just for Congress week. So stay tuned for those. If you want to check out our schedule, the best way to do that would be to just follow this channel right here. That is twitch.tv/USGoWeb. You are right here, right now. There are a few things to mention. First of all, Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 5 p.m. Pacific Time, we will have monthly live commentaries with Michael Redmond, 9 Professional. Those, as you know, are part of our most amazing content base. We have those every month, and our next one is probably going to be tentatively on Sunday, August the 8th, I believe. Of course, we have more confirmation for you once we have the game confirmed with Michael, but those are fun. And the next big event that I do want to mention very excitedly is the 2021 North American Go Federation Professional Qualification. This is also known as the Pro Exam, and a lot of people have been asking about it. In the past week, that's what people talk about, certainly in Discord and everywhere else. We're going to have a new pro this year. It's been a while. We have not done this in 5 years. I believe the last pro qualifier was at the start of 2016 in Los Angeles. But this year we're going to do it again. It's not easy, of course, with the COVID pandemic going on right now at the moment. But it is going to happen. The dates have been set. It will be August the 16th, 21st. And I believe that we'll have it at the National Go Center in Washington, D.C. And it's going to be played in person. There will be 6 days of tournament play, which will be very intense. There will be 12 players in total, split into 2 groups. Just very quickly, if you want to hear about the names, because I know some people are curious about this stuff. Val Lewis, Alexander Chi, Chi Rong Sun, Kevin Yang, Aaron Yi, Edward Zhang, Remy Campagne, Jeremiah Donnelly, Eric Lee, Chiyo Wu, Tony Yang, and Eric Yoder. So these 12 people are going to be competing for the privilege to become the next certified NAGF professional player. And that's definitely a big deal. We do not know what exactly the broadcast schedule is going to look like. We do know that there will be preliminary rounds from the 16th to the 18th. There will be a semifinal on the 19th, and there will be the finals on August the 20th and 21st. So we'll be trying to cover that at the National Go Center. So this is actually very important. If you are interested in joining this kind of production, as you know, we always require a lot of energy to stream these events, whether it's online or in person, especially if you're in the Washington, D.C. area and you're interested in coming and you want to join as a host, as a commentator, as a line producer, or as someone who's generally available to help on site. This is going to be a great chance. This is, as we've said before, this is the first Pro Calls we have in 5 years. Of course, we don't know when the next one's going to be, but this is a very rare chance to witness history being made. So we'll definitely be covering those on the AJ Twitch channel as well. And we hope that you'll join us during those broadcasts. I think it's be very exciting. I don't know how many of those I can watch in real time because I'm 12 hours away. But I'll be rooting for all of them. And of course, all these videos will be published on AJ YouTube. We have an AJ YouTube channel, and you can search for it by typing in US Go Web. That's also our channel name on Twitch. And on this YouTube channel, we have new releases every Tuesday and every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Pacific Time. Usually, we'll be posting some past videos we've done from this year's Congress. Sometimes we have some Redmond commentaries. And in the future, of course, with more of you hopefully joining our efforts, volunteering in the broadcasting team, we'll have more variety content that's enjoyable for everyone, regardless of your rank or your identity. So I have a lot to look forward to in the next 12 months, and let's hope that we'll be seeing each other more often.
Okay, a little less exciting, although I'm excited. We have a couple of AGA meetings coming up. These are things that we usually do during the Congress week in person, but with everyone being virtual, it's much harder to get people together, so we spread them out during the EGO Congress. Later today, we have the General Assembly meeting. As it says here, all chapter leaders are very strongly encouraged to attend. We really, really want you. This is actually your assembly meeting. So if you are a chapter leader, or if you're part of a chapter and you know that your chapter leader may not be watching or may not know about it, please come. It'd be great. We would love to have you. All AGA members are welcome, and you can request to participate. You can also watch on the YouTube channel, which is here and also posted on the schedule on the gocongress.org website. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. You can see my email address right there. And we look forward to seeing you later today.
Coming up this week, we have 3 meetings that are during the week. On Tuesday is the website and AGA website and tech meeting. On Wednesday is the Strong Players meeting. So if you are 6 Dan or above, you are invited to join and discuss Strong Players matters. On Thursday is the American and AGA Pro meeting. So that will be invite only. These are also listed on the website under the meeting schedule.
In addition to those meetings, we have more meetings coming up next weekend. So these include a lot of informational meetings. The PandaNet City League information meeting. If you think that you might be able to pull together a team, or if you want to learn more about it, we would love to have you come to the PandaNet City League information meeting. If you are thinking about running a tournament in your state, and especially if your state hasn't had a state championship before, please come to the state championship system information meeting to learn about that. Our goal is to actually have a state champion in all states and territories. So if you live in DC, Puerto Rico, wherever, you're included too. Please come. We would love to have a champion from your area. We will also have 2 informational meetings, one for chapter services. So if you run a chapter or you're thinking about starting a chapter, come to that meeting. You can talk to me and the AGA president, Andy Okun, and we'll answer all of your questions. And then the last meeting I'm running is the Future Congress Leaders of America. If you have any interest in running a Congress or being a key volunteer, learning more about them, even if you're not sure that you want to run it, please come to that meeting, hang out. I'll answer questions, and I look forward to seeing people there. Then we also have one more invite-only meeting, and that is a social meeting for life members. So this is by invite. If you haven't gotten your invitation already, you will. And it's a BYO lunch because we're all still virtual, but you can at least see some of your fellow life members, enjoy some time together, and have another chance to see and hang out with Go players. And now I think we're ready for the prizes, which is probably what most of you are waiting for.
Exactly. So this is the Pandana AGA City League tournament and championship. These players have been playing since November, December, and throughout each month. If you've been on Pandanet throughout the last year, throughout the last 9 years, we're still playing. We did have 4 leagues this year. These are all the winners from each of the leagues. In the D League, North Corvallis took first place, followed by New Mexico and New York City 4. Winning the C League is Seattle 2, with Kanwha Vancouver 3 and Washington DC 2 following up. In the B League, Boston hard fought that league, and they're gonna go back to the A League. Everybody that's in first place gets promoted to the next league up in the next year. Also, with tough matches was Seattle 1, Los Angeles, and Chicago 2. And if you were watching Twitch this week, you got to see the championship match between New York City and Kanwha Vancouver 1. Congratulations to New York City with Ryan Lee, Han Chen Zhang, and Stephanie Yin. They defeated Kanwha Vancouver 2-1 in a very exciting finals. Rounding up that league in third place is Greater Washington, a perennial favorite through the leagues. They've been in the finals many times. Fourth place is Toronto, and fifth place is the Chicago team.
Okay, so we have a number of other tournaments at the Congress. City League finished at the Congress, but as Steve mentioned, ran throughout the year. This is the second time we've ever done a double-digit Q tournament. We had some great turnout, as Steve mentioned earlier. For prizes in Group 5, the 19 to 30 Q division. First place, Lori Insworth. Second place, Jishin Chang, 30 Q. Third place, KT 112, 19 Q. And tied for third place, Melody Liu, 20 Q. In Group 4, I'll get Group 4 up. There we go. The 15 to 18 Q group, we had Yunxian Lin, 15 Q, Jovan, 15 Q, Abizer Nasir, 17 Q, and Wes Eisenhart, 18 Q in fourth place. For Group 3, this is our 13 to 14 Q group. In first place, we had Ben Schwartz, 13 Q. In second place, Mike 841, 23 Q. Third place, Tamp Lee, 13 Q. Fourth place, Elfia Kojer, 14 Q. In Group 2, our 11 to 12 Q group, we had first place, Paul Adamski, 12 Q. Second place, Stefan Weissner, 11 Q. And third place, Harold Stockton, 11 Q. And for our double-digit Q tournament champions, the 10 Q group, there were more 10 Qs than any other group. We have in first place, Go Rabbit, 10 Q. Second place, Emily Holstrom. Third place, Savani DeGerino. Fourth place, X Ultra 76. And fifth place, DL 123. Thank you guys all for playing. We love seeing so many double-digit Q players get out here. We hope to see you next year, but also hope that you've had a chance to study and that you may no longer be qualified to play in that tournament. So, awesome.
All right. now it's time to reveal the table winners for the Pair-Go tournament. As you know, the Pair-Go tournament is a long-standing tradition at every US Go Congress. It is happening every Thursday night, and some of you might have very fond memories of that event in particular. And of course, in Pair-Go, it's 2 versus 2, and so in addition to fighting your opponents, you have to also coordinate with your partner, who might be in the same playing style or not in the same playing style with you. So this event is quite fun, and we do have the winners from this past Thursday's tournament. By the way, kudos to Lionel Zhang and Andrew Zhang for making this event possible. We had a really great time watching it from the broadcast as well. So we have organized the winners by table. So in order of tables, we're going to start from table 12. And that table is being won by Mary Oshima and Junxiang Lin. Table 11 is won by Koba and Andy L. 2011. Table 10 is won by Sergey Hojer and Arena 7. Table 9 is won by Siegel and Asbayan. Table 8 is being won by Hilt 1 and Monstral 1. Table 7 is won by Vivienne Blandy and Mark Fraser. Table 6 is won by VP Xie and Kang Hong. Table 5 is won by Angel Zhou and Yixian Zhou. Table 4 is won by Bailey Y and Sparky Cat. Table 3 is won by Y He and J Tao OMG. Table 2 is won by Julia Z and Bright Star. And finally, taking the victory from Table 1, which we also broadcasted, So Wu Wang and Eric Lui.
Our 9x9 tournament was held right at the beginning of the week on last week, Saturday. Our winners, starting from the double-digit Q division, in third place, JBX 2010, 10Q. In second place, William Seo Xian, 25Q. And in first place was DL123 2020, 10Q. Single-digit Q division, third place was Louis Palacios, 2Q. Second place was Kang Huang, 2Q. First place was Hypernova, 8Q. Our Dan division winners in third place was Pengyu Sun, 2P. In second place, Jinki Sun, 5 Dan. And in first place was J-Tao OMG, 2 Dan. Congratulations.
And now we have the winners for a very brand new event we posted at this year's Ego Congress. And surprise, I'm also the TD. So this is very exciting. We've debuted this event for the very first time at the 2021 Ego Congress. It's a brand new format. Of course, thanks to the original Sumiko promise from Leon Chen, four-time professional from Taiwan, we're able to make this challenge possible for everyone to enjoy. And I think it was quite successful. I'm actually very grateful for all of the responses I've gotten from all the participants. In total, it was probably more than 60. We frequently reached, I think, 50 or 60 on any given day. And participants ranged in rank from double-digit Q to 3-Dan Pro. I'm not going to mention which 3-Dan Pro, but maybe you have a guess. And of course, the prizes for this challenge will be free copies of Spindrift and Planet, and these are original Sumiko collections made by Leon Chen, four-Dan professionals, also co-authored by myself. So you're very welcome to check them out. These are already available on OGS, and we put a lot of work into each of the books. And of course, you'll hear more from our future Sumiko projects. Hopefully, one of these future years, maybe at next year's in-person Go Congress, we can do it once again. That being said, I have chosen 10 winners out of all the folks who have submitted their answers in alphabetical order of their last names. Rongqi Chen, Ito He, Satoru Inoue, Brian Kirby, Stephanie Tan, Colin Williams, also known as Lakita. We had 2 Colin Williamses, so Apologies to the other call-in, but better luck next time. Albert Yen, Eric Yoder, Qingbo Zhang, and finally, Andy Zhou. So all these 10 winners will receive free copies of the 2 books we just mentioned. But for all of you who've actually submitted answers, well done. I was actually very impressed by all of your solutions and, of course, justification. I think if you have really spent a lot of time in this year's Simego Challenge, then you'll have really improved your reading skills, and that's going to stand you in good stead for the future.
We also had another new competition this year, our Picture a Go Player competition. We have 3 winners chosen. And I do have to say, I spent a long time looking at all of the entries. They were all amazing. They all showed what that person felt like it was to be a Go player at the Go Congress. So they all deserve a thank you. We hope to continue to do this Congress in the future, this contest at Congresses in the future. But our T-shirt winner is Jiayang Wei. Our adult winner is Brian Kirby, and our youth winner is Tianning Li. So the T-shirt winner's design will be on T-shirts in our merchandise store very soon. Not sure if it'll be later today, but it'll be very soon. So if you want that on a T-shirt, you can buy it. And thank you for all of our entrants. All right. Now we have the Blitz tournament. For those of you who don't know, everyone who played in the Blitz tournament competed across 4 days, playing 3 games each day. Now these were Blitz games, so theoretically they went quickly, but these people played a lot of Go this week. They probably had a time more similar to an in-person Go Congress than anyone else. So without further ado, Group 5, which was the 8Q to 30Q group. In 3rd place, we had a tie with a man 6A, 13Q, and DL123, 10Q. In 2nd place, Triboros, 11Q. And in 1st place, X Ultra, 76, 10Q.
Our Group 4 winners, the 4Q to 7Q division. There was a tie in 3rd place as well between Angel Zhao, 7Q, and Dash Zhang, 7Q. Our 2nd place winners, Angel Zhao.
There are 2 of them. There are 2.
Yes, I think that's a typo on my part. Sorry.
Nope, it's not. There are actually 2 Angel Zhaos, one 5Q, one 7Q.
Okay. As well as tying between the Zhaos is Tevasai, 6Q, and the winner of this group was Kang Huang, 2Q.
For Group 3, which was the 1 to 3Q division, in 3rd place, we had a tie between I Go For Now, 1Q, and Yulian Bogatsiev, 2Q. In 2nd place, Sun Bunny 6, 1Q, and Piotr Milan, 3Q. And in 1st place, AL123, 1Q.
The Group 2 winners, the 1 to 4 Dan section, there was a 4-place tie for 2nd place. So those winners are EYZ 2 Dan, Jason 1 Dan, Virtuosi 2 Dan, Sean Song 1 Dan, and the winner of this division is J Tao OMG 2 Dan.
And our Blitz tournament champions in the 5 Dan and Stronger group. In 3rd place, GC Congress 5 Dan. In 2nd place, Alex Shi 2008 6 Dan and Bright Star 7 Dan. And in 1st place, Shinki Sun 5 Dan and YHE 5 Dan. Thank you guys all for playing so much Go. We love it. And now for our premier tournament, the Ego Congress Open. We're going to start with our weakest divisions and work our way up to our champions. In the 20Q to 30Q division, in 3rd place, we have Melody L 112, 20Q. In 2nd place, Brandon Salet, 20Q. And in 1st place, Roland Bevyak, Vank, 20Q.
For the 15Q to 19Q division, our 3rd place tie between Francisco Ribeiro, 15Q, and Lori Ensworth, 19Q. Second place, Lee Edwards, 15Q. In first place, Junshang Lin, 15Q.
And for the 13Q to 14Q division, in third place, the Nopinator, 14Q. Second place, Alicia Selfrit, 13Q. And in first place, Ben Schwartz, 13Q.
And for our 11Q to 12Q division, in third place, we have Springleaf, 12Q. In second place, Quantum Joe, 11Q. And in first place, Stefan Weissner, 11Q.
The 10Q division winners are, in third place, another tie between Chen Rouge 10Q and CT 112 10Q. In second place, JBX 2010 10Q. In first place, Go Rabbit 10Q.
And in the 9Q division, in third place, David Pesa, 9Q. In second place, Richard Newman, 9Q. And in first place, AGC Kai, 9Q.
In our 8Q division, we have in third place, Anthony Lee, 8Q. In second place, Papilo 5116, 8Q. And in first place, Raghavendra Murthy, 8Q.
The 7Q division winners, in third place, Rodoslav Kuskin, 7Q. In second place, 4 Blocks Dex, 7Q. And in first place, Angel Zhao, 7Q. The right Angel Zhao.
Yeah, we're being corrected that there was a typo earlier indeed.
No,
Thank you
there
for
really
that.
wasn't. There really are 2 Angel Zhaos.
Okay, all right.
Not joking.
Yeah, this is true. It's yeah.
In the 6Q division, in third place, Andy 321, 6Q. In second place, Tevis Tai, 6Q. And in first place, Abigail C, 6Q.
In the 5Q division, in third place, we have David Rolfing, 5Q. In second place, Marta Mixa, 5Q. And in first place, Anderson Barriel, 5Q.
Our 4Q division, in third place, Keith Shellix, 4Q. Second place, Jihan 1, 4Q. In first place, Cadspin, 4Q.
And in the 3Q division, in third place, Stephen Tanner, 3Q. In second place, Eric Mao, 3Q. And in first place, Ye Ming, 3Q.
In our 2Q division, in third place, Yulian Bogasiev, 2Q. In second place, Mark Frazier, 2Q. And in first place, Kong Huang, 2Q.
Our Q division champions, the 1Q division, in third place, AL 123, 1Q. In second place, Jerty, 1Q. And in first place, SS 22, 1Q.
Congratulations to our Q champions.
Woo.
Moving on to the low dans, the 1 dan division. In third place, Hok Chan Song, 1 dan. In second place, Liu Jason, 1 dan. And in first place, Tao Li, 1 dan.
In our 2 dan division, in third place, we have EYZ, 2 dan. In second place, Andrew Swan, 2 dan. And in first place, David Weimer, 2 dan. And I have to note, he ran our last in-person Congress in 2019. So glad to see he's playing. And he's been to every Congress that we've ever had.
Longtime volunteer as well, normally a broadcaster for the E-Journal. So.
Yeah.
Our 3 dan division, in third place, Francisco Rodriguez, 3 dan. In second place, Lukeman Bunodier, 3 dan. And in first place, Julia Z, 3 dan.
And in the 4 dan division, third place, HKT 008, 4 dan. In second place, Joel Kenny, 4 dan. And in first place, Jeff Kwong, 4 dan.
In the 5-dan division, we have a 2-way tie for second place between Teranosoku Azawa, 5-dan, and Shinkei Sun, 5-dan. And in first place, BK Congress, 5-dan.
Our 6-dan division, we had a 3rd place tie between Tianyi Chen, 6-dan, and Meng Wang, 6-dan. In second place, Jeremiah Donnelly, 6-dan. And in first place, James Sun, 6-dan.
And last but not least, in the highest 7-dan and above division, in third place, we have Henry 0202, 2P. In second place, we have Eponymous, 7-dan. In first place, and this is going to be Dan champion and officially the champion of this year's Ego Congress Open, KBS 8438, 7-dan. Congratulations to all the Dan players who have taken top prizes from this year's Congress Open. All right, and that's all for the prizes for now. That's a very long list, so congratulations to all of the winners who have gotten something from this year. We will be taking a short break, and when we come back, we'll have more content for you, so stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the closing ceremony of the 2021 Ego Congress. We still have a few more videos to show you before we sign off here. First of all, this is actually something we found from Facebook just a few days ago. Now, of course, this is the Ego Congress. It's online and it's not being played in person, and it's in the middle of summer. So usually when we broadcast these kind of things, it's very hot in the room, which is why I don't wear the jacket anymore. But we'd like to bring you a memory from the past, just a few months ago. This was filmed in winter, and I'm sure that all of you have seen it on Facebook at some point. In fact, I'm being told that this has become an internet sensation, and it's reached millions of views on some Chinese websites. So very cool, certainly. And of course, I'm referring to the Ice Go activities done by Audrey Wang and Milan Mladenovic in winter. This was filmed at Walden Pond, as you know, the famous home of Henry David Thoreau, great American author. So also a very amazing place in Massachusetts. So Audrey and Milan, also a few other people like Neil Ritter, have decided that they wanted to play Go in Ice. And we all thought this was crazy, but apparently they did. And they filmed the entire thing. And the amazing thing is we actually have a clip of it for all of us to enjoy. So without further ado, let's revisit the past with Ice Go. Are you guys playing Go?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Who
Go?
wants it in? Yeah.
You want to play?
8 months.
Not the way you're playing.
My name is Milan Mladenovic, and I'm Director of Education for a nonprofit called Massachusetts Go Foundation, whose goal is to create new Go players.
My name is Audrey Wang. My father is a professional Go player. That's how I got into Go. And I am a volunteer for the American Go Foundation.
The way this story started is me and Neil used to start playing Go because we are doing the Wim Hof method for a little bit now. We are getting pretty comfortable at it. So for me, this is not that painful. This winter, I've been doing it once a week, every day since November. So the problem is with this that it has 2 layers. The ice, it has like water in between. So when you are breaking the second layer, you're going through the water first and it splashes everywhere.
When you are in ice, you want to have some kind of meditation. So playing Go helps that a lot. I was extremely cold.
There's like a shock in the first 10 seconds, right? And then your body adjusts to it, and then you just do your thing. In order to let your body do your thing, you need a distraction, because brain complicates everything when you start overthinking.
Let's do it.
The main thing is you have to keep breathing. When you go into the cold water like this, the first reaction is like the cramp in your chest. So that's the first thing you gotta beat.
You can see like my hand, I can't even hold the stone at the beginning. I was so cold. I played very fast because like at the beginning I was in shock. I just wanted to get out of there as soon as I can. And he played very slowly for...
I could have done it way slower. You kidding me? There's like no clock and stuff.
I know.
If I wanted to bully you, I totally could have.
After like 3 minutes maybe, I started to relax. Also, like as you were talking to other people.
Yeah, we had audience. There were like bunch of people.
How can you keep steady hands? This is what I'm wondering about.
A lot of practice.
Yep.
Come on. You see, you adjust, right?
Yeah.
Pull my guys out so you don't get any crazy thoughts. Take this. Look at this beautiful move, man. Look at this beautiful move, huh? Did not expect that.
What's the longest you stayed in there?
Today.
I stayed like maybe 15-20 minutes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, apparently after 30 minutes it's a risk for hypothermia. So.
Yeah.
Only that.
So like I know my limits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the first time that like Audrey actually went in the ice cold water. She stayed for like 15 minutes and played a full game. That's impressive.
Let's just finish it cold.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed with you too, because usually you like go into the water and stay like for a few minutes.
This is definitely on a longer side. It's rare that I stay for like 15 minutes. But usually I am submerged up to here. And this was like only halfway. And
Yeah.
that definitely helps.
What was the score?
I died big.
I'm glad I did it, and I think most people can do it. I don't recommend people to just like, do it without any practice, but if I can do it, I think like a lot of people can do it too.
I think everyone can. You teach your body. We are way tougher than we think.
Yeah, he did a lot.
Hey, if you want to learn golf, look for Massachusetts Golf Foundation. Okay. Right? When you come out, that's the best feeling.
All right. I hope you guys enjoy That video we just played there, that is, of course, Ice Go, brought to you by Audrey, Wang, and Milan Mladenovic, as well as a few people over at the MGF, the Massachusetts Go Foundation. By the way, just quick trivia, Audrey was actually one of our Congress directors, one of our deputy directors from last year's inaugural 2020 Ego Congress. And of course, she's featured in this video there. Milan, as you know, is actually one of our assistant TDs for the Ego Congress Open. So actually, both of these folks are still heavily involved in our Go community. Want to thank them for their efforts. So yeah, we need their help. So we're glad that they didn't stay in the ice for too long. Having said that, I don't know. Maybe we have a winter Congress at some point in New England. Who knows? It's probably hard to happen in summer anyway, but you must never say never. All right, well, we have one more clip to show you. This is actually from the Bob High Memorial Song and Poetry Contest. As you know, this is another one of the long-standing traditions at every year's Go Congress. We do this in person, and we've also done this online once again. And the idea is to submit entries of your own, whether it's a song or a poem. They will all be judged by a panel of a committee that we've just mentioned. And this year we do have a winner. The overall winner for the best song this year will be Invasion Man by Freeman Ng. And I've seen it once. I promise you that it's pretty epic. And now, without further ado, we'll just present Invasion Man to all of you right away. Enjoy.
He's the one who plays inside your sector, a Trojan horse you cannot shame or hector. He's looking for two eyes, or eyeing bluer skies. Odds are he'll get one thing or the other. He's Invasion Man with a brazen plan. He'll steal your territory, kill him if you can. Moyos only make you influential. To count the points, more playing is essential. So build it if you must. The one thing you can trust is that he'll make a test of your potential. He's Invasion Man with a brazen plan. Reduction is his story, kill him if you can. So don't you make the error of attaching value to your chicks before they're hatching. A boundary that seems clear, a little Audrey there, and soon your territory he'll be snatching. He's Invasion Man with a brazen plan. Your failure is his glory, kill him if you can.
Welcome back, and we hope you enjoyed that that lovely Invasion Man video. I listened to part of it the night when they sent it to us, and then it was great. I enjoyed it, especially with all the other Go songs that throughout the week from Perry and Roy and Wanda. But now we're going to check in with the auction real quick. We refreshed the page. We're at 96%. We're almost there. So with 2 hours and 44 minutes left, I guess this is ending just before the General Assembly. There we'll really have the final numbers hope Terry and the AGF are like screaming for joy and jumping up and down from this. This is huge.
I was going to say, I mean, this will go to support so many programs. I don't know if everyone listening knows what the AGF does, but they support educational and youth Go events throughout the country. They also, in some cases, give money around the world. They help send professionals to Go Congresses and events in South America when those happen in person. So many activities that this goes to support. So any bid is amazing. And you can know for a fact that you are helping kids generally get to play Go and get to access things that they might not otherwise be able to access.
And it's a benefit for us as well, right? Because we get to bid and basically fund something that we want, whether it be some equipment, some lessons, because y'all need to get better, right? I'm stuck as a single digit Q player. I wish I could be as strong as Steven, but no, he's so good. I wish I could be as good as Lisa, but I've got a couple little bit to go. I want to sit on that far wall at the Maryland Open.
That's okay, Steve. I'll just go backwards, and we're only like as one stone apart right now, anyway.
So close.
Well, at least you can reach the Maryland Open.
But I mean, for those who don't know, Maryland Open is Memorial Day weekend in Baltimore. It's one of the, aside from Congress, the main time every year that Steve and I actually get to hang out in person.
And play Go. It's really weird.
I know, Congress, yeah, both of us don't really get to play Go. So Maryland Open's great.
I think Steven plays at least a handful of games with various people throughout the week, and the two of us are like, so what's next on the schedule? What's going on?
I did get to play the Open last year for 5 rounds, not the last one, but that was the first time in a number of years. It was exciting.
Awesome.
Wait, you can actually play Go?
Not often, no, and not well. I was once one done, but I'm not anymore.
Okay, well, we'll get some lessons for all of us through like Awesome Baduk and Go Magic or Benkyo, and we'll try to be as strong as Steven one day. Maybe we just need a better library at home.
Oh man, I was so tempted. I think it's a little rich for my blood now, but I was really tempted by these libraries.
I'm gonna click on this one because this one is like the top one to bid on, and I'm looking at some of the titles here, and they're great. Like these are classic Go books. I even see that Hajin Lee outside the board there, a recent publication.
That's right. I have a few of these. I feel like some of them would be really hard to find in print too. Fantastic collection.
Yeah, and of course, if you get these collections of these, well, first of all, you'll feel pretty good. I don't know if you're gonna actually read them. That's a different story. But as long as you feel good about yourself, why not, right? When you have a lot of Go books on the shelf, you always feel like got this amazing library to visit whenever you have trouble with your game, and it feels nice. So don't hesitate to check out all these great collections that we have here on the website.
I was gonna say I love this. I would love for us to keep doing an auction like this. I mean, who knows if we would get such great donations again next year, but hopefully we're gonna be in person in Estes Park and I will see all of you. But I would still love to do this even while we're in person. It's just wonderful.
I'm seeing a note in the Twitch chat from Terry Benson saying, yes, he's jumping up and down virtually. Terry, I hope you're jumping up and down in real life. And
can we bring him in? Can we bring him in here?
We're like, why is that guy jumping up and down on the floor in the middle of Sunday afternoon? He's ruining my tea. But this is really such a good thing, like you said. It goes to help so many opportunities for people around the country.
Yeah, in fact, I'm actually.
Hey, there's a bid.
I'm gonna auction something. I will not go to bed until we reach 100 100% live on. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course, there's no pressure, right? It's a voluntary auction, of course, but no, we're so close now, right? But of course, jokes aside, these are all for a great cause. You know, when you consider the things you can do for Go, especially for the North American Go community, this is one of the things you can really do, and they do concretely go to our programs. So if you're looking to contribute to our community and make it better, this is going to be one of the ways. So in all seriousness, it's a great cause. Please consider it. And we have 4% to go. We're so close now. There are 2 hours and 39 minutes left. And yeah.
And as Steve said, it's not, this is something where you can feel good about where your money is going and also get something that you really want in return. So this is at least a double win, maybe multiple wins. I don't know, but it's a great opportunity.
Even after the next 2 hours and 40 minutes passes, there's still ways to benefit American Go. For the AGF, on the Congress site on agfgo.org, you can donate to them directly through PayPal. If you use Amazon Smile, join up. Please send your donations to the US Go Foundation, DBA American Go Foundation, and a portion of every purchase you make on Amazon will go directly to the AGF.
Steve and I both do this.
We're over 100. Woo!
Yep. Thank you. That was a single donation I saw pop up on my screen.
Oh my God, really?
Is fantastic. Please continue to donate or bid if you want to, but I'm sure you guys can all see in the chat, you just made Terry's day.
Wow, actually you also made my...
I mean, yes, you made my day too. I don't know if we introduced Terry, I mean, we kind of did, but he is the president of the American Go Foundation. He and Solomon Smilak really made this happen, put this together, and they have so much that they can do with this.
Exactly. They took it and just went off, and I didn't even know this sort of thing existed. And I'm so glad we have it now. I hope next year we can do an extra one after the Congress where we can get a bunch of professionals to sign some stuff and then auction that stuff off.
I love that idea.
So like I was saying earlier, please continue to donate to the AGF throughout the year. It's a great thing to donate to. They need all the help you can get because we need more people to play Go so we can make this easier and Steven can, and we can all have more good content. You can also donate to the AGA. There's a donate button, like I said, on the gocongress.org site or usgo.org. It's in the left navigation bar. And that goes to help all sorts of AGA programs, including the broadcast team, which makes Steven extremely happy. He's gonna jump up and down and Terry and do like a little, circle dance cheering about all your donations.
Yeah, I'm just gonna respond to one comment from Twitch chat. If we go up to 6K, I will play Ryan on Random Opening Challenge. It is gonna happen. Just not tonight, right? Not right now.
Because maybe you need to sleep.
Yeah, because I've heard that does amazing things to you. No, but no, I'll be very happy to, of course, join if we can reach this goal. Once again, it's an amazing cause, and I don't mind getting crushed. It's okay.
Someone suggested we could do some Q&A. If people have any lingering questions about the Congress or related things, you can drop them in the chat. We can stay for a couple more minutes and do that.
Yeah. Before we sign off, why not? We have some free time, right? Before the hour. So feel free to keep the questions coming. And of course, this is not a saying goodbye. We'll be back here very soon, actually in a few weeks, as I mentioned. We have upcoming streams and we have the pro qualifications coming up next month. So there'll be a lot to expect in the upcoming weeks. So you'll be hearing from us very soon. But of course, until then, this is going to be the last little session we get to do for this year's Eco Congress. I'm also a bit sad that this is ending. But I'm also very happy for obvious reasons.
because you get to sleep. I don't know if you saw, but in the chat, they said for 7K, would you play without sleep?
What? Not what hour?
Like now.
Well, we do have a couple questions. Lisa, I know you know this one.
I'm just checking. Yep.
What is the date for next year's Go Congress?
I wanted to make sure I didn't give anything wrong. So it's in Estes Park, as we keep saying, and the dates are Saturday, July 30th to Sunday, August 8th. So hopefully we will see all of you there. Be amazing. Somebody asked how excited we are. Very excited. I miss everyone. I miss in person. I would like to get to go do this, not sitting in the chair I sit in for work every day. So yeah.
Yeah, and also I can be in the same time zone as you guys.
What a concept.
Well, I'm gonna be jet lagged, but I'm gonna be in the same time zone anyway, so I can at least attend a regular schedule like everyone else.
We're gonna have your new line producers, Jared and Eva D, hopefully on site as well, so we can help work with them and grow the new batch of AGA volunteers.
Yep.
Which I should throw a shout out to these guys. Like, the AGA is an all volunteer run organization. This could not happen. Any of the events throughout the year, not just the Go Congress, couldn't happen without volunteers. From Lisa to Stephen to President Andy Oken to Robert, who does the ratings, to our board members, to you name it, they're putting in their own time. Without new people, without new blood, the organization is going to have it's going to be a little slower overall, and you guys are going to not quite enjoy that. But if you could put in a few hours a week, a few hours a month, whatever you can, volunteer at usgo.org is the best place to sign up. If there's something you would like to work on specifically, please note that so we can get in contact with the right person. If you want to work with Stephen for broadcasts, we'll get it to him. If you want to work on the Congress or anything related to that, we'll send it to Lisa. If you want to work on any of the tech side of things, programming, website, I'll send that over to the development team. There's so many people to help out and back up and do more jobs throughout the organization. So please, if you can put some time in, even just a little bit, that's still a whole lot for everybody to help out with.
One of my most sincere desires in life is for someone to replace me in all of the things that I do. I love it. I love congresses. I've been coming for 15 years. I worked on them some in the first couple of years. I've been overseeing them for the last 6 years. I would love to have such a great new crop of volunteers that I could watch them do it. It would be amazing. And same with everything else. I mean, I think we have great dedicated volunteers, and if we have more, it means we can do more things. The more volunteers, like, we have people who always have ideas for new programs, and unfortunately my response usually has to be, awesome, can you do that? Because otherwise we don't have time. So
That's true.
we really need more people. You don't have to do a lot, whatever you're comfortable with. If you tell us what you're comfortable with, we will try to make that work.
We did that with the Congress, with this year's Congress, right? So we had a couple new events. Some of them were easy, like Eric Louis 2P was like, I want to do Twitch Plays Katago. And he brought that to Stephen and said, I want to do this idea. And even though he's a professional, he's like, here's my idea, here's what we should do. And then they made it happen. So that wasn't a lot. Our Picture a Go player, we basically had a conversation with a few people with Samantha Feedy one day, and this kind of was off the cuff, and she wrote something up, and you guys submitted cool stuff. We're gonna make a shirt out of it. Speaking of Stephen again, he was like, I want to do the Sumego challenge with Leon Chen because I'm working on stuff on my own, and he put a ton of time into it. He didn't have to, but he did as much as he wanted to do, and
I should probably find an assistant TD next year.
Oh, Leon Chen is going to be your assistant next year. I like it.
Oh, if a pro becomes my assistant, that would be beyond my wildest dreams. But no, yeah, maybe we can bring him next year in person. But yeah, that's a new event we're debuting this year, and I'm glad it worked out. So thanks for the shout out.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do a whole lot, but we have as long as you can take a little bit of responsibility, it makes all the difference.
Yeah, you don't have to not sleep. You can still sleep.
I was gonna say, if you email me and say, hey, I think I have about 3 hours a week and I want to do 3 hours a month even, and I want to do something, there's probably something you can do that would make a huge difference. And maybe it's something that someone like me is covering now. If you do it, then I can go do other things. There's tons of stuff out there that needs to be done. Maybe you want to go teach in a middle school and you can go do that an hour, assuming we go back in person and, you can go to middle schools. You want to go do that 1 hour a week. We have people who want to make that happen and who can help you do that.
We have a brand new education coordinator, Dan Ritter, the TD for the Ego Open for the last 2 years, who is very excited to grow that program in the future. I think he's going to grow a lot of new Teacher of the Years for the AGF to decide between, because that's hopefully going to be a really, really big competition in the future years. Hopefully we'll get a lot of good middle schoolers or other schoolers.
Yeah, and there we'll have the next generation of young and upcoming Go players because of the work all of our volunteers have done. So, imagine realizing that, putting your hours in and getting to know that you've actually influenced the next generation of Go players in a very positive way. To me, that kind of thing is always been very valuable. This is actually, of course, I'm not near the experience as these other guys, but this is also my 7th year now. Kind of crazy. In 3 years, I celebrated my first decade in the broadcasting team. I'm sure that's gonna make everyone feel old. Anyway, a different topic.
I mean, our broadcasts aren't that old. It was Andrew Jackson with some webcams and a laptop, and it was like, I think we can do this. And then we did it in Twin Cities.
Yeah, and we started off as a
fishbowl room that everyone went so everyone could watch the broadcasts while they were being done in a way that was sometimes hilarious because you could make faces at Andrew and whoever he was interviewing. We now do it in a closed off room, but
it was like a fishbowl room. It was wall-to-wall windows right in front of it.
Yeah.
They were looking out while doing the broadcasts.
It was great.
Yeah, we've gotten larger rooms since then. So yeah, no, of course it's still difficult. It doesn't make our job any easier. Every year we had to come to a new venue that we've never been before, right? And we don't know what's in store. But we always try to make it work regardless. We have a lot of hardworking people who make that happen every year. So of course the broadcast team has definitely grown a lot. And I want to say this, as an AGA volunteer, because I've deliberately put in a lot of time to Congress every year and to broadcasting. I think that there's a lot you can get out of the volunteer experience, even though it's, of course, not the same as working a regular job. And we all know that the AGA is run by people who volunteer their free time to work on things, and they have other commitments in life. But even though this is a volunteer experience, I can promise you, and this is not me trying to trick you into working for the broadcast team, right? I'm not saying this just to get you in here. You can really learn a lot from this kind of experience that money can't buy. And for me, every year, getting to hang out with you guys at this time of the year, even though I don't get a lot of sleep now that we're online and I have to operate from 12 hours apart, it's great. I've enjoyed every second of it, whether it's the preparation of the work that we do or the actual broadcasts or just the other events, the hangouts we have on Zoom, the conversations we have on Discord and on the other Go servers, the games that we actually get to play. And that's all very special to me and to all of us. And that's being made possible by all of our volunteers, and things like these have given me very special memories over the years, and this is why I actually keep coming back and doing it. And so in all seriousness, I owe a lot of personal growth to Go Congress and to this position. So I would encourage all of you to check us out as well, because if you do join and make yourself a valuable time here, you'll really learn a lot. And I promise you that this is something that money can't buy. I promise you, it's 100% true. And I can't wait to meet more of you virtually or in person. Hopefully, our teams get larger and larger, because I'm sure there are lots of talented people out there who can really help us make a positive change. And I have nothing but very bright hopes for the future. Of course, this year it's not easy because we are doing it online once again, and we have to handle everything remotely. But all throughout the week, I've been very optimistic, and that's because I know that there are people who are enthusiastic and also very skilled, who are happy to contribute to this kind of thing. So it's been a really just amazing experience all week long. The only thing is I'm not getting enough sleep, but other than that, it has been absolutely the best week of my year so far, and I hope it has been the same for you.
I was going to say, I said some of this in the opening ceremony too, but I do have to echo Stephen. I have met so many friends through Go, many of them through playing in person, including these guys. And I've also realized a passion for nonprofits, a passion for events. Like, I love putting on the Go Congress. When I said I want to hand it off, it's not because I don't love it. It's because I think other people should have a chance to do it too. I want to make it better, and then I want to hand it off to someone else who can have new ideas and continue to make it better. And I love doing this. And I know you probably want to say something in a sec too, Steve. But I also just wanted to say, as Terry said a little bit ago in the chat, the AGF will provide equipment for school groups and things. The AGF has supported so many youth Go players in this country. We also used to have some support specifically for youth from the Ng Foundation. Between the AGF and the Ng Foundation, this was mostly before my time, but we went from having 0 children at Go Congress to about 100, which is about 20% of the attendees. It's amazing. And now, so I started playing and coming to Congress in college. I see these people who were kids, 8 to 12 years old when I started, who are now running things, and it's amazing. And it's wonderful to watch people grow and have this chance to grow within this community.
I'm gonna pick on another one of our TDs real quick on that topic. Like Lionel Zhang, our Parago TD, there was a joke when I first started, because he's been a strong player for a long time, and he would hang out with people from my club who were kind of very boisterous. Hanging out with people like Keith Arnold. How would we learn that people are very boisterous that way?
More Congress stories now.
See, this is how things get started in the AGA. You start talking about stuff like I knew his nickname is Little Lionel because he was a short guy that he would hang out with us. And then after so many years, you're like, wait, who's that tall kid over there? It's like, oh, that's Lionel. And you're like, oh man, he shot up. And now like he's did our Parago this year, and fantastic job. Like I can't say enough about that. Think of the people that you've met through being a volunteer that you didn't think you'd quite be meeting, right? How often do you talk with Michael Redmond, for instance?
At the Congress.
Not only at the Congress, but like if you're Stephen, or if you're if you're doing like the people doing broadcasts, like it's a Redmond review. Let's have a chat with Redmond and Garlock for
we chat with them on Sundays. It's fun.
If you come to Congress, like there's you go have like lunch or dinner, and there's a pro kind of looking around. You're like, hey, come over to our table, and there's Cho Hae-yeon or Mr. Yang or Brian Lee maybe, and they'll come over and chat with you and have fun at your table. Like there's no other place that it's very easy to do that with, especially like at Go Congress or volunteering to get these opportunities.
Yeah, it's well, of course, this year we cannot quite get to meet them in real life, unfortunately, given the situation. But we're still, it's still cool to have an online event, but as some of you mentioned, you guys are looking forward to the 2022 US Go Congress, which is going to be hopefully in person. And just to answer a question in Twitch chat, it's going to be Estes Park, Colorado. And I think we can all agree that, of course, the online Congress has been great, and we now have the technology to make it work. And it's possible, I cannot promise you, but it's possible that we can have some other online event in the future if we have enough people to run it.
We're definitely talking about it. Again, if anybody in the chat wants to volunteer, we have ideas. The more volunteers, the bigger an event we can do. But we would like to do something maybe mid-year.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about it from I think all levels, from players to administration, to say, what can we do in January, February? That's a long weekend maybe. And based on this, we can put together a nice little program for a good long weekend, and hopefully it's easy on our broadcast, but hopefully we can get some good commentary on that as well. Hopefully we can get like 500 people for a good big weekend tournament online.
Yeah.
Well, with that, should we sign off, guys? Or do we have more stories? I don't know.
Maybe
we could tell stories all
one or two
night.
more. Yeah, 1 or 2 more. Let's do 1 or 2 more.
Oh man, I told some of my stories in the opening ceremony already, so I'm trying to think what's a good one.
Oh yeah, both of you are in this segment. Yeah.
So it's not really a story, but I was talking. So this in Estes Park is where The Shining took place with the Overlook Hotel, right?
Mhm.
I was talking with a couple of friends, Go friends, and I was saying, who wants to take a tour of the Overlook Hotel and bring a pair of dresses with us, so we can take pictures like the girls in The Shining at the Overlook Hotel, because when else are we going to be there, right?
I thought you were going to wear them for Parago. So to answer the chat, the Congress is not at the Overlook Hotel, or the Stanley, I want to say it is, but it is about 20 minutes away. If you want to go look at it.
It's one of the, I've heard it's one of the day off events, or at least it's close by, so it should be.
Yeah. By the way, next year's day off is going to be amazing. I doubt if there will be anyone playing the Die Hard tournament.
Don't say that. Some people just can't get it now.
You're gonna see Andy Olsen just sitting there twirling his thumbs of like, where are the people gonna show up? I thought
the point being, you should, of course, part of the real Congress is checking out the surroundings, and we move to a different location every year. But this is also a great opportunity for you to go somewhere new, and maybe it's maybe some place you're familiar with, maybe some place you've never visited before. But in any case, each year presents a unique, different experience, and you can really, go visit the surroundings on day off. Of course, you can check out all these other facilities we have. Next year, it's going to be in the Rockies, so expect some great scenery. And of course, you've already seen from the pictures, but got to be there to experience them all. So.
Well, we've been in Colorado before. We haven't been that high in the Rockies. The 2010, I guess that's was that 12 years ago now? It
will be, at least.
It will be. It's in Colorado Springs, and I remember that like it was on a hill, so it was beautiful. You walk outside and you're like, ooh, this is the scenic vistas. That way. When it rained during the day, you could just watch it come in and say, oh, I've got about 5 minutes to get inside, but it looked beautiful.
I was gonna say, so I went to Colorado in 2018 because it was 2 years ahead of when their Congress was supposed to be. And we toured like 6 or 7 venues in 2 days because that's how long I had. Estes Park was gorgeous. I just going up there, I remember my mental image is like 330 degrees of mountain views around you. It's going to be fantastic. It's just beautiful. I want to pitch it to people too as a great family vacation spot. The YMCA they mentioned some of them, horseback riding. There's a roller skating rink. There's arts and crafts. Like if you have family members who don't care about Go, but might want to go on vacation with you, it's a great location for that.
Oxygen might be provided depending on,
Our plan is to have a few tanks. We never got as far as buying them before the pandemic hit, but to make sure we have extra first aid and oxygen available.
Yeah, it's supposed to be up in the mountains, right? Is this the highest altitude we've had for Congress?
It's like 7,000 feet high or something. I don't know. If Denver is the mile high city, so it's at 5,280. So this is like 7,000.
Yeah. So maybe we could stay like one day in Denver, right, before going up there. It's gonna be
I do recommend, and you get to see Denver or Boulder. They're both at about a mile high. So
someone asked if there was going to be rock climbing, and I do remember hearing people discuss. I've heard that's like a mecca of rock climbing. There's a ton of places around there, and somebody I don't remember quite who it was talked about doing like a guided climb for a couple days.
Yeah, I know Go players who are rock climbers who live in the Boulder area. I don't know if they would be planning to do that, but there is a community of rock climbing Go players who would be very interested.
Yeah, so well, the more you say this, the fewer people are going to show up at Andy Olsen's diehard tournament.
Stephen Wayne, if you have questions about accommodation, please feel free to email me and I can help you figure it out. I can't necessarily find you a roommate, but I can talk you through what your options are and stuff. So, and you don't have to book the room, but we're going to make it so you don't have, if you don't want to find your roommates or all of your roommates ahead of time, we will have options to help match you with people.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have more information on the AHA website very soon, right, Steve?
I think so, because we have a lot of that from, if you remember last year's Go Congress site, it was kind of intermixed between what originally was there for Estes Park and then what we took over for the Ego Congress mid-year. So we'll probably put a lot of that back up. I don't know when it's going to go up, but
I think it's secretly still there. If you go to gocongress.org, the front page, and scroll down to 2020, the prices, we have signed the new contract. I haven't gone to check the prices, but they're very, very similar. So you can see some of that information there already. I'm sure a little bit will change, but it'll give you a great idea.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have a great year in 2022. And it's kind of crazy. I mean, the last one was 2019, and now it's been 3 years since we haven't had an in-person Congress. But no, it's been great. I do think we have a hangout at 3, right? So okay, we gotta close out soon.
I don't know if I don't know if there's a hangout at 3 or if I can't remember. There might be. If not, we'll start one.
Okay.
We have the Discord too that people can go to.
So fun fact about the Discord, we just made a decision on. The AGA Congress, the Congress Discord will continue. It will change to the AGA Discord. There are some wonderful volunteers. Thank you. And they're going to kind of take it over and be our moderators for a longer period of time. So if you guys want to connect with the 192 people that have already joined, if you haven't already joined during this broadcast, because I've got that window turned away, it'll be it'll be available to chat and connect with other people online throughout the year.
Yeah. And if you're interested in becoming involved with that or anything else, just reach out to us. You can reach out if you're interested specifically in Discord. You could probably just reach out to one of the mods there too. But again, any questions? I hope my email inbox is not flooded. I have not checked, but you can email lisa.scott@usgo.org.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff to look forward to. Of course, Discord is great. It's been an amazing place for us to hang out at this year's Congress. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Of course, I'm also very active on there because of the Soon They Go challenge. But I love all the emotes and other like voice channels and that people have set up. Of course, it's not easy, to start something from scratch, but these people have really done it, and it's amazing how much of an active and friendly and welcoming environment we have on this Discord server. So All right. Well, I don't know if there's going to be a hangout at 3 o'clock exactly. It is on the website, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to let you guys go and get ready for that. But
If
before we
the
close out,
one at 3 o'clock doesn't start, we'll start one about 10 after 3. We'll get it figured out.
yeah, we're going to figure it out.
But there will be one after the General Assembly. The General Assembly is at 6 o'clock. Again, if you are a chapter leader, please join it. If you don't have the contact for Zoom, please email lisa.scott@usgo.org to get that information. And she'll have that sent out to you. You can always join us on YouTube, which will be live streaming that. And we'll try to take some questions from, bypass some questions from there as they come up, not just from chapter leaders. And then we'll have our hangout at 9 to 11, I believe it is. Hope to see many of you there.
Oh, so it's gonna be party all night for me, or all morning.
Again, don't you have to go to work?
That's right. Oh, it's a Monday. Darn it. Okay. All right. So I gotta get going.
Even Lisa, do you have any final thoughts for the week for our events?
I just have to say everyone was amazing. One of the things that I love about the Ego Congress is because it's we have a little bit fewer events going on. I can actually check in with the TDs and have time to talk to people, not when they're just flagging me down as I'm running from thing to thing. And everything went really well. It was fantastic. I'm really pleased. I hope to God that I don't have to do another Ego Congress next year because I want to be in person. But
yes, same.
Right. But hey, we'll do it if we have to. Hopefully we can be in person. We will work on some mid-year events. And thank you, everyone. This has been fantastic. And yes, as Steve keeps saying, I want to see everybody at the General Assembly. All members are encouraged. We want your questions, your feedback. We want people to be more involved in the organization.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just close with this one more thought before we go, and we're gonna show you a full credits list, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna have all the names of everyone who's joined in and to make this conference possible. So it's gonna be an epic 1-minute clip. But before that, just one final thought from me. We actually started this week's Congress with a special segment that's called Congress Stories, and we heard from a lot of nice memories of regular Congress goers from the past, and so there's a lot to reminisce about there. We've had a lot of amazing times in the last. This is the 37th year technically. We've had a lot of fun in the last 3 decades with the AGA Go Congress, and there's a lot to look forward to in the future. For example, we have the pro exam that's about to be broadcast next month, and of course we have the 2022 in-person US Go Congress that's going to be next year. So, and of course we have all these up and coming volunteers who will join us. So the future is also a very bright. There's a lot to look forward to. But I'll just say this: between the past and the future, we're now in the present, and I like to think that this year's Ego Congress did that. Even though it's somewhere in between, it's not the first Ego Congress. It's also things are getting better, right? But we're not fully in person yet. But I like to think that living in the present, this Go Congress we put together here with the 3 of us and just everyone else involved has brought you some nice Congress stories that you can tell in the future. So I wanna thank everyone for making this year's Congress happen. This has been a lot of fun for me, and certainly for hopefully for everyone else involved as well. We've had a lot of fun broadcasting here on AGA Twitch. Of course, we'll see you very soon. But until then, goodbye for now.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone that can make it this week and participate. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I guess I can't thank everybody enough for joining us this week for another great week of Go.